Hello. Test 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2, 3.
Blue, maybe you want the wire to go somewhere else. The wire.
That's kind of weak. Better. First impression of Genex, he was very calm and like collected as a person, I would say, and very humble. I think I like the most about Genex that he always thinks before he speaks, and he's easy to talk to.
I mean, when I first met Blue, we were at like the hotel drinking a cup of tea, and he seemed like a nice guy. What I like the most about Blue is his great attitude.
Are you hiding something?
No?
I made my first impression of Tinks actually pretty early, since before we started the split, already a long time ago, we played duo queue, like 1 month before, and my impression was that he was a pretty strong jungler, and usually the better jungler in most of my games. I like about Tinks that he's really trying to improve, like even when we are struggling as a team, he's always trying to do his best to improve.
He's so lovely.
What was your first impression of Jesus?
Someone really quiet, calm, and doesn't want to talk, I would say. Yeah. What I like the most about him? When we lane swap or he goes mid lane, he never steal my minions. Not like things, so yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's not taxing my lane.
I mean, Tritz is a really friendly person. He's pretty cute as well, I gotta say. So like we bonded pretty fast, and yeah, my first impression was that it was nice. It's a tough question. There's so many things. His strong voice, his leadership. Why?
I think usually the support has a big role in leadership, or in general just like team guidance. And also because I'm the oldest, I think I definitely have a big part in that, in how we want to play the game and how we think about the game as a team. I mean, compared to NA at least, in Academy I was basically the only guy talking. I was microing a lot of people, but I think I've found a good balance here in SK where I still have a big voice and big input, but I also give space to other people to talk. So I think yeah, it's just something that happens natural within a team, and we just have to like find a good balance, and I think we have a good balance right now. I mean, I don't really consider myself that much as a foundation, because when I play top lane role, it's not like we play a certain way because of me. I feel like I'm more or less on my island. It's just nice to be with the same organization for 2 years.
Hey guys, today we're playing League of Legends. Actually, no.
Yeah, sometimes we can have heated arguments, but I think usually we have them in like a really controlled area. But usually it's not like we're fighting against each other, it's just that we are all trying to improve and do our best, and then sometimes opinions can be pretty strong on how to do it.
I think the most mediating player on the team would probably be Yannick.
It's Genex actually, but Genex is not saying much, so he's never in conflict with others. But besides Genex, no one is really...
Jesse, I would say.
I think the biggest mediator on the team has to be Jesse, our coach. I think that's a big part of coach's role in the team in general, and yeah, he's the biggest mediator for sure. Compared to all the teams that I had so far, this roster for sure is really open to criticism and is like able to take really hard criticism, like to take it in and really improve on it. Like I feel like so far every time there was a problem, we did not only try to fix it, we actually fixed it in a short amount of time, and that's something that's really rare in a team, I think. And this is also the reason why we can improve fast as a team.
I think there's so many things in my play that can get better. Like there's always mechanical, there's always decision making when you play jungle, there's always like just small things like timing summoners, like everything can theoretically get better. I don't think there's anything specifically. I'm doing so terribly that I can't play the game, but everything could get better, yeah.
I think the biggest thing I learned was just how to like learn and improve alongside others. I think the past teams I've been on has mostly been focused on like that split, but now I'm looking more like towards the future and towards like playoffs and next split, right? So, and especially like making worlds as a team. So I think my focus has more been on the future instead of only the present. I think the most difficult part about being a pro player is probably just the amount of like day-to-day stress and like day-to-day hours that you put into what you do.
Probably that you just really have to not necessarily work a lot, but you just have to play a lot to keep a high level. So just keep a high level is the most difficult thing.
Probably like too much stress when we go into a game. If we lose and we don't do good, or even though we win, we don't play really good and stuff, then we are not happy about our performance. And then the fact that we have to play always the game, and maybe you get bored of the game. That can also happen. And then you want to take a break, but you can't really take break. And I think that's what for me is the most hard, personally.
Oh. Perfect.
What the flop? What? Why should clap those out?
Honestly, the only pre-game ritual I have right now is to have caffeine before, so I'm boosted. So I'm not boosted in game instead. Other than that, it's nothing special, to be honest.
My pre-game rituals would be to take a shower and watch some anime before my game begins to keep my mind off the game.
And I don't think about anything particular. Like, I mean, I don't know, like nothing particular.
What about you? You're laughing too much. You think about something.
No.
No, you can't be honest. What are you thinking?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm just watching things that watch anime, and then my day gets better.
Before a match, what I used to think is actually how it would feel to handshake the enemy team after we win, back when we played on stage. And now, since that's not really possible, I'm just mostly thinking about my matchups.
So unless Tinks can get a lucky steal. And he does! Oh!
Steals it, goes in with the Weaver's War now as they look for the fight. Flash forward, Magnet Storm draws them all into the midst. And the Stormbringer finds its mark. 2 quick kills and a dragon to SK.
Okay, Treats, I see you. That was a really nice engage.
Overall, our split so far, I think, has been pretty good. There's been some losses to teams that I think we should have won against. And we also picked up some wins that maybe we should have lost. So overall, I would say our record is it's like a pretty good indication of how good we are. And I think like overall, we still have a long way to go if we want to win.
For myself, I feel like I improved a lot, but I had like some weaknesses that it's always like I play good one week and then next week I figure out a weakness and I play bad. And then I fix it, and then there's a new thing, and then it's like good, bad, kind of.
I think it's gone well, like in terms of the standings, but I think I've also gone a bit unnoticed. It makes me feel like I need to do more.
Running forward. Run. Trying to make his way out of the fight. Oh, Arma gets taken down though. SK are just too strong in these early skirmishes.
My expectations was that we were going to do pretty well as a team. I was expecting to reach playoffs and kind of just take it from there. And I probably expected people to be a slight bit better, but also I did not expect the top teams to be as good as they were.
Managing to turn around a shaky early game and bring it back with 3 back-to-back commanding fights. SK will find the win.
Yeah, I feel like this year is a lot different from last year, the way the public sees us, because we changed almost all of our players, everyone besides me, right? So we have new faces and new fan communities, for example the French community, who are like really nice through SK, I think. And in general we also play really different. Before we were only playing bot, and only for a crown shot, and so he had like the most of the fans, and it always was, if Crowny does good, we win, if Crowny does bad, we lose. And now I feel like it's more like everyone can perform, and whoever shows up on the day also gets hyped by casters and fans and everyone basically.
I think the fans this split have been interacting insanely positively, for me at least. I've been kind of surprised actually how positive everyone is towards like me and SK in general, so that feels good.
I think the fans have been pretty great. I don't have too many of them, but the ones that I do have been pretty great, yeah.
Yes, the fans have been really nice.
Thank you, the fans.
Thanks to all the fans.
I think especially when you're losing a lot, it helps that you're friends and you can go through rough periods together. I've been on teams where people are not as friendly and it's still like gone well and people are still like competitively performing well, but I guess people are just more sad in general. So of course it helps if people are friendly with each other and happy to be around each other. It can just happen that people click, right? And I think everyone on our team like clicked to get together well.
The relationship with the teammates is pretty good for myself. I like everyone in the team. Is it the same for you, bro?
Yeah, it's absolutely the same.
He loved everyone.
I agree.
I don't believe it.
I said it's absolutely the same. I agree. Yes.
You like everyone?
Of course. Yes.
Everyone likes everyone.
I mean, obviously it's like a competition, right? So there's times to be serious and times to be clowny, and I think it just comes naturally, and we just do whatever we feel like, honestly. Who's the clowniest out of them all? Probably Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
Why is that?
He does a lot of things in really funny ways, I think.
Yes, it was fun.
I mean, we all are pretty fun with each other, so we're all laughing a lot and talking about what's wrong. Like, we're doing it pretty well to let what's professional in the professional, and then there's time to laugh and to separate things, and I think we're doing this pretty well.
I think we are just having fun while not being serious and laughing about everything. Well, this type of friendship, I would say, with everyone.
I think friendship for me in this team means that we have open discussions and can be open with each other and can deal and take criticism. I think a lot of teams struggle with that sometimes and they just bottle up their emotions over time and eventually blow up. But I think we're very good at it here, just being open with each other, flaming each other on the spot and holding each other accountable in general.
Just knowing that what matters and what doesn't, and we're all working towards the same goal, and we know how to reach it, and like being tilt with each other is just not worth it for us, and being able to go like to let this go, the tilt, is due to the friendship.
You are talking so good.
I think I would define friendship as being there for someone, for them to rely on, and you having someone that you can rely on. I think that connection is what makes friendship for me. You can have like friends, but you don't really feel like you have that full trust where you can like put whatever you have on your mind to them and they can do the same to you. So I think that's friendship for me.
The last 2 weeks we have had have been like really huge improvement for us, and I think we all going in the good way. So I think we're gonna do really better in the summer.
I learned a lot about win conditions on stage are slightly different than win conditions in scrim.
I'm trying, guys. I will personally focus on my goal, and then I will talk with the coach, and he will try to make a goal for us as a team, and then we will just try to fix and play better and go achieve the goal.
I think in general the playoff series against Fnatic shows that we can be a really good team, but we can definitely up our individual skill. I think our ceiling is very high. So I think for summer that will be our main focus, to just improve as a team by improving every individual.
Okay.
You're free to leave.
Thank you.